Hello fellow rail fans on YouTube, this is Transcontinental Railroad Productions coming to you with an announcement video of railroad events expected to happen in 2021. Now before we go any further into the video, I just want to let you know that not all these railroad events are guaranteed to happen in 2021, which could be for various reasons, whether it's if the pandemic is affecting it or donations are needed. So the first railroad event that is expected to happen in 2021 that I will share with you is the Atchison, Topeka, and Santa Fe 2926 return to service. There may be some test runs on the locomotive, but that all depends with the amount of people working on the locomotive, and so it's right now it's uncertain if it will perform test runs this year, but we'll see what happens. The second railroad event is the East Broad Top Railroad's return to operation and their steam locomotives to return to service. As of now, the East Broad Top is actually planning on running diesel excursions later in August of this year. Officially the East Broad Top will return to normal operations and have two steam locomotives, number 14 and 16, operate by the beginning of 2021. So be sure to follow up the East Broad Top's social media pages with updates on the restoration, and definitely looking forward to seeing the East Broad Top return to service again. So another steam event I'm very looking forward to is the Western Maryland Scenic Railroad 1309's debuted and return to service. However, the return to service may happen later in 2020, but that depends how much funding it gets by the end of the year. Right now, they only have like $100,000 left to raise for the locomotive and the coal facility required by the West Virginia EPA department. Now, if we move a little further west, there's the Victorian Steam Roundup at the Coombers and Toltec Scenic Railroad. This event was supposed to happen in 2020, but with the pandemic, it has been postponed to 2021. And the original plan was supposed to have 3 narrow gauge steam locomotives there, but they are working to have another narrow gauge steam locomotive. Not exactly sure what it is, but this event may turn out better what the original plan was supposed to be. So if you're out west in 2021, I definitely check out this steam extravaganza. Also out west is the Union Pacific 4014 Big Boy 2021 operating season, and as long as as 2020 looks good, the 4014 will once again start running tours across the Union Pacific system. Here we have the Reading and Northern F Unit excursion. Since the 2020 excursions were canceled, most likely will happen in 2021. So the original plan was to run the F units in April of 2020, but then with the ongoing pandemic, it was postponed to have 2 excursions instead, one operating in early August and one operating in early September. But with the pandemic, they eventually canceled those 2 excursions. So definitely most likely will happen in 2021 as long as 2020 looks good. Next is the Cass to Durban, West Virginia line reopen. So backstory, the Cass to Durban C&O branch was washed out in 1985 due to the flood along the Greenbrier River. And since then, Cass and Durban have been disconnected. But as of now, the state of West Virginia is almost done rebuilding the line for the Durban and Greenbrier Valley Railroad. But apparently with the ongoing pandemic, the debut will have to be postponed, which again most likely would probably happen in 2021. So for any of you fans of the Cass Scenic Railroad, the Durban and Greenbrier Valley Railroad, please be prepared for that, because this will be another connection with the Durban and Greenbrier Valley Railroad and the Cass Scenic Railroad. Next two steam locomotive restorations that are happening are Nashville, Chattanooga, and St. Louis number 576, and the Chesapeake, Ohio 2716. These restorations are making good progress, but in order to complete them, it all depends on your financial support. Next, we have the debut of the Avila Liberty passenger train sets for Amtrak's SL Express service. So, for those rail fans in the Northeast or any other rail fans across the world who are very interested in the Avila Liberties, be sure to get ready for them because they will be debuted in 2021. As we move on to the last four expected railroad events to happen in 2021, number 11 is Louisville and Nashville number 152's return to service. Again, like 2716 and 576, it all depends on your financial support to make it happen. Number 12 is the delivery of Amtrak's new long-distance Siemens Charger locomotives and their release to service. And basically, the Siemens Charger locomotives are being manufactured right now. They'll be delivered to Amtrak in early 2021, and then they're expected to enter service in fall of 2021. Number 13 is the Manitou Pikes Peak Cog Railway reopen in Colorado. It's basically one of the highest cog railroads in the world, which takes you up to 14,000 feet above sea level. And right now, crews have been working on restoring the railroad 7 days a week, all year. And as of now, the railroad is expected to reopen and return to normal operations in the spring of 2021. And lastly, we have sp&s 700's return to steam. It has been expected that this locomotive will return to service in 2021 due to a recent John Emery Rail Heritage Trust donation or grant of 35 grand towards the restoration, which basically covered all the costs needed to get the steam locomotive up and running. So for any of you Pacific Northwest fans or any of the fans of the sp&s 700, be sure to get ready for that one in 2021. So after going through this list, it seems like the Railfan year of 2021 is looking brighter than ever. So, and if you would like to support any of these nonprofit railroad organizations that are restoring steam locomotives, I'll leave links to the description, links to their donation links in the description box down below. And as always, like, comment, subscribe, and turn the notifications on so you'll be the first one to see all new uploads. Thanks and have a great day, everyone.